Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Darwin, and this is our weekly catch-up and SHEDWARS update. Welcome. And hello, Annette, Appletree Urban Homestead. It's lovely to see you here. Everything is going interestingly here, as always. Anyway, so a bit of an update on what we've been up to this week. So this was my last week's lives. I've started my journey with mealworms. Very excited about this. I've been wanting to do mealworms for a long time. So yeah, really excited to start our little journey. It's only very early days yet, and already had a few challenges, but it's all good. So yeah, I'll be sharing that along the way and how we're going with all of that sort of stuff. So really excited about that. I harvested the potatoes that I planted about 3 months ago, and I was really pleased with the results that I got. So really, really happy with that. And I've planted another lot of potatoes. So if you want to see how that all went, feel free to go and have a look at that video. And we've been getting rain. We've gotten a reasonable amount of rain in the last week or so. So it's been absolutely fantastic. And I've got a video coming out in the next few days. Hi, Wild. Thanks for joining us. So I've got a video coming out in the next few days that is actually going to show you how things are starting to green up. I'm really excited. Then I got some taking care of business done. So I did some mulching on some of the gardens. I've still got heaps more to go. Heaps more to go. I actually found someone to say, go rich life. So really excited about that. Had to find a stranger. Hey, Sweenies Creek. Have we got JA or have we got Bomber? Or have we got both of you? It's lovely to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. So yes, very excited about my Go Ridge life. I was thinking, I don't know anybody. I don't want to go. Well, the whole idea of it was to actually get someone you don't know to say, it's Bomber. Hey, Bomber, how are you going on videos on helping people to prepare for snakes? Yes, Wild has been up since like 2 a.m. this morning, so probably really needs to go have a nap. So yeah, but really pleased with my Go Ridge life, because I was convinced that I wasn't going to be able to, I didn't really want to go finding a stranger to say Go Ridge life, but I did find someone, so I'm really happy with that. Check out Sweenies Creek Go Ridge life. They had really had fun with some kangaroos. Then I've got a video on an Oya and how I do a DIY Oya in my garden and what it all is and how it all works and all that sort of stuff. Hey, Peter Dell, thanks for joining us. You've picked a heap of sugar snack peas, but unfortunately they never made it to the kitchen. That's always a challenge. Now, Annette, that's going to be a problem for when you're doing SHEDWARS22 because you're supposed to weigh them. Although you can't weigh everything. There's lots of things that don't make it to my kitchen to get weighed. Yes, a video on how to eat Vegemite. So many people do weird things with Vegemite. So check out my how to eat Vegemite video. Oh, you got your first Eastern brown catch today. Fantastic. Had to use tongs as he was eating a blue tongue lizard and he was all wrapped around it. So it was a bit risky to grab his tail. Wow, a lovely 4-footer. That's a decent sized snake, Bomber. Well done. So yes, the Vegemite video, very pleased about that. I've been quite sad for a lot of the American channels because you've got people telling them to eat Vegemite by the spoonful. That's not a good way to eat Vegemite. So I highly recommend watching my video on how to eat Vegemite. You can actually use it as a base for a gravy as well. It's quite yummy. Excellent. You're working on a video. Wonderful. Really looking forward to that, Bomber. Especially in this area because a lot of, we've got a large number of brown snakes that we get in the Lockyer Valley, specifically in Lockyer waters. So yeah, it'd be really good for me to be able to share that with my neighbours. So we'd be really, really pleased with that. I don't know. That's a good question, Bomber. Do we get tiger? I don't think we get tiger snakes here in the Lockyer Valley at all. Oh, I've been sitting down for too long. My cushion's getting a bit squished. You have a big tiger snake in Victoria. I'm not sure that he qualifies as a tiger snake. But yes, and then the other thing I did was a gladiator update on my things growing in a pot, not growing in a pot, things that I've been growing from the grocery store. I'm really, really pleased on that. So the tiger snakes are very rare, probably 1 in 100, but depends on the amount of water around. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I also did a bit of a look around Lake Wivenhoe in a couple of little areas just while I was driving back from getting hay, because my friends live over at Wivenhoe Pocket, which is right near Wivenhoe Dam. That's actually the water reservoir for most of southeast Queensland here. I was pretty sure we didn't have tiger snakes. We mainly get the red-bellied blacks, the browns, the green tree snakes, and pythons, I think. And didn't you say was it a keel? The keel snake? But that was a good one, apparently. Was it an eel? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I generally try to stay away from snakes. But yeah, Lake Wivenhoe is just beautiful. It really is. The water level is quite low, but it's improving. And we had some good news on the whole roof saga. Oh my goodness. The termites are the termite treatment that I had done has been successful, and the termites are no longer eating my house. Praise God. But we are still having problems with the cement. We did actually have the building assessor come in as well. So that this day when this particular video was done, I had the insurance's termite assessor and the Make Safe builder come, because the mold guys were refusing to do any more treatment on the property because of the termites, and they were concerned that the structure had been eaten, and that if they took the panel down, that the roof was going to fall down on their heads. So the Make Safe building guy came in, and he checked to make sure it was all structurally sound, and it turns out the panel that's bowing that they thought might have been holding the weight of the roof was actually water damage, and that the termites had only eaten the masonite. They hadn't touched the actual structure of the house at all. So really, really good. Keelbacks. There you go. So the keelbacks have only been in Australia for 30 million years from Asia. So they have genetics used to dealing with poison toads. Nice. So they're pretty much immune to the cane toad venom. That's good to know. That's really good to know. Is it true that there is a red-bellied black there are not many snakes around? They say the black snakes eat most of the others. Or is it a fib that I've been told? Well, I know we get red-bellied blacks, and like I've seen a red-bellied black in the backyard, and I've seen a brown. So I don't know. Can you shed any further light on that, Bomber? So yes, I do have. We had the building assessor from the insurance company come after this, and I haven't made a video on that. And part of that is just because it's a little bit overwhelming at the moment, and I'm not wanting to think about it too much. I'm just wanting to do and not have to think about. Yeah, not real happy about that. But I got to check out this. It's only a short video, this one. I mean, obviously it's short. But just watch the frogs. Did you see that? See if I can get it to him. The little froggies are about to dive into the water. See, my water tanks are overflowing at the moment. Really, really excited about that. No, you're not sending Dan Andrews up here. We don't want him. Definitely don't want him. Don't want him at all. It's a load of nonsense. That's good to know. Red belly blacks are mainly frog and lizard eaters. Oh, I don't want them eating my frogs. I've got lots of frogs. They inhabit different parts of the ecosystem. There we go. Red belly blacks don't eat other snakes any more or less than any other species. Depends on opportunity, size, differential, and hunger. Red belly blacks eat browns. Browns eat red belly blacks. Tigers eat both. There you go. You don't want him either. I can't do anything about that. That's up to the people in Victoria to vote. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm a Queenslander. Frogs are very cool, and I am just so excited. It was really funny. What are we doing here? It was so funny watching these little frogs. I just had to share, and it was really funny. We had the pipe pop off. I've got a short coming up with that one, actually, just having the water rushing out of my water tank while we were trying to get this pipe back on. So, mind you, this IBC's full, but I actually drained this IBC into another IBC. But as we were trying to do this, we had like 10 frogs jump out of here. It was so funny. Hi, Ed. Thanks for joining us. It's always lovely to have you here. So yeah, had a lot of fun with video. I've just got so many frogs here at the moment, and half the time I don't have my phone. Oh, here we go. When we were doing this one, there's just water gushing. It was so cool. But when this pipe actually popped off, and there was like 20 frogs or something that came out, it was nuts. Hey, wild edibles. My frogs are they're definitely Australian natives, I believe. They weren't cane toads. I had some brown natives as well as some green natives. But yeah, they're really cute. Hey, each to their own. Yeah, I prefer not to get into politics. It's a bit of a mess. But yes, so that's our weekly update. I've got some interesting videos coming up. I've organized my SHEDWARS22 entry video, which I'll be uploading probably tomorrow, I think. And I've also got a SHEDWARS promo video short that I'm putting up as well. So keep an eye out for those. So yes, I can't think of what else is happening. Honestly, Peter, it's better not to go into that because obviously people have voted it in. So let's just move on. But yeah, so SHEDWARS22 is coming up, and I said on my previous live that I was going to actually go through the dates and all that sort of stuff with what was happening with that, because Tom from Time2Shine was asking. So yes, let's have a look. I've actually got a website where I've set up all the details on my janderra.com. So yeah, the SHEDWARS Northern Hemisphere, the final weigh-in dates are the 23rd of November, and SHEDWARS Southern Hemisphere. Actually, Peter Dell, if you want to join SHEDWARS22, we'd love to have you along, but no politics, only gardening. So if you've got any gardening, if you like growing stuff, even if you've just got a pot plant, that's all good. We'd love to have you on board. So SHEDWARS22 is set to kick off in the Southern Hemisphere on the 23rd of October. This year, they're actually doing a draft. So last year, the team captains had to find their own team members. So Homestead Oz had to find all their team members, and Down Under Farm and Forge had to find all his team members. This year, they're going to do a draft, and Team Will It Grow and Homestead Aquarius are going to be the team captains. So just to keep things simple, because it complicated things a little bit too much last year, and there was a whole heap of confusion about who was supposed to be buying prizes or paying for prizes or organising donations or whatever and all that sort of jazz. So I don't know. I'm keeping out of the politics on that side of things too. But this year they're going to have a draft. So, and the draft is going to be in 6 days? So the 23rd of October. So you need to have your SHEDWARS22 entry videos out, and the title needs to be SHEDWARS22, so it's important that it's all in capitals, space --SH for Southern Hemisphere, space my entry video, and use the hashtags SHEDWARS, hashtag SHEDWARS22, and email it through to Will It Grow or Homestead Aquarius. Video length, you don't want to have it too long. So I think I've made mine just under 10 minutes. I think last year I made it half an hour. But it's basically what you want to do on your entry video is, and I'll put this link to this website so you can have a look if you wish to. In your entry video, you want to introduce yourself. You want to say what your growing space is like. So are you on acreage? Do you have an urban plot? Do you have an apartment? That sort of thing. What you like to grow? What are your growing conditions? Like, do you have hot summers or wet summers, or what do you have? And what your local government area is, or at least your state and country. So, because the SHEDWARS Southern Hemisphere is open to any country in the Southern Hemisphere. Okay. So pot plants are aplenty at your home at the moment. That's awesome. Yes, we'd love to have you on board with SHEDWARS22. That would be fantastic, Peter. No specific length. I think last year they were suggesting that we had videos over 2 minutes. So that's the preference. But you don't want to have like half an hour long videos. Yes, what is everyone growing at the moment? You have some potatoes, some sugar snap peas, onions, beetroot, corn, tomatoes, capsicum, and chilies. That's cool, Annette. I really look forward to seeing your SHEDWARS videos. How do they pick who they want and what content they are looking for? Ideally, with your videos, they want you to be able to have hints and tips, so ideas to help new gardeners growing stuff. But if you're a new gardener, that's okay as well. Now, on my website, I've also got the rules from last year. So I'm not 100% sure on what the rules are going to be this year. They will be a lot more relaxed, I believe, from last year. But generally last year, they wanted you to use the title SHEDWARS21. Obviously, this year it's going to be SHEDWARS22. You need to have a playlist that's entitled SHEDWARS21. That just makes it easy for people to find your videos. Over the whole season, so it'll be about a 6-month growing window. So you want to have probably about 2 videos at least each month. So one video can be a tour around your garden, showing what's growing, and then planting up or whatever. And there will probably be challenges along the way as well. They do want you to grow at least 1 vegetable in a pot. You're only weighing food that you're going to eat. So if you're selling them or giving it away to people, then you don't weigh that. You only weigh what you're actually eating for your family. I don't think that's going to apply. They do want you need to use the hashtag SHEDWARS and SHEDWARS22. And once we know what team we're in, then use that. But yeah, so that's the videos, the rules for last year. Back to this time around. So that's my suggestions for the actual intro video. Now, I've gotten a bit distracted on the topic. Hi, Bibby, welcome. Yeah, 3-minute mark's fine. If you're doing videos 3 minutes, that's not a problem at all. You have pot plants too, don't you, Wild? Yay! You've got stuff that you're going to be growing inside, don't you? Wild, you've got lots of stuff. You're trying to grow some turmeric, but you're having difficulties at the moment. Turmeric is really good. I love growing turmeric. Yeah, I had to really think hard about growing in a pot because I don't grow in pots. Generally, I like to have things in the garden, but this has actually encouraged me to grow in pots more, although I think I did actually kill most of what I actually grew in a pot last year. I haven't killed most of it, actually. There is some of it that's still alive. It's not all dead. But I'm not good at keeping up with the watering. The watering's my biggest downfall, which is why I love aquaponics, because it does all the watering for me. Yeah, I mean, my playlist doesn't really tell you everything, but it might give you a bit of an idea. If I can, I always have trouble finding my Shed Wars playlist. It's ridiculous. I don't know why it's so hard for me to find my own playlist. I'm sure I do something wrong. There's got to be an easy way. I mean, I could find it from the YouTube studio. That would probably be my better option than just trying to scroll through all this, because I've got a lot of videos. I've got a lot of playlists. Oh my goodness. Aha, here we go. Not that you can see what I'm scrolling through. But I'll give you a quick look at my playlist from Shed Wars 21, which is obviously still going. Oh, before I forget, so the official draft is going to be on the 23rd of October. As to how they actually pick, it's just between Robert and John, and they fight over who they want. So they'll watch your entry video and decide if they want you on their team. Yeah, yours is going to all be in pots, isn't it, Bibby? It's all good, Peter. They've all got, I mean, videos have got to be all new ones anyway. You have 12 tomato plants growing at the moment. That's fantastic. Good job. Thanks for sharing out the links, Bomber. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, it's going to be Friday for Will It Grow, and he's in America. So, you ate Vegemite yesterday. Fantastic, Ed. What'd you think? We'll need to have to watch a video of that one. Was that on Hoops? Did you watch that? Did you do that on Hoops channel? I know Hoops was doing a video on a few different channels that he'd sent stuff to. So this is my Shed Wars 21 playlist. So these are some of the things that these are all the Shed Wars 21 videos that I made last year or last season. So the first ones are all the Southern Hemisphere, and then I volunteered on the Northern Hemisphere as well. So, and I did some panel chats as well with the teams down here. So yeah, instructions on how to do the titles and hashtags. A few people had a few challenges with that. Garden tours. I've actually really, really enjoyed that. Now, why have I got Bibby's video in there? Bibby, your video is not supposed to be in my playlist. You're supposed to be saved to a different playlist. You're supposed to be in Team Down Under. Means I better take you out of my Shed Wars 21 playlist and stick you back into Team Down Under. There you are. You're in there. You're in Team Down Under still. I don't know what that's doing there. So, and then these bottom ones are all part of my Northern Hemisphere volunteering. You are special, Bibby. You're definitely special. Cool. Go grab a beer. You did a live show yesterday. It was good. Oh, you liked it. Excellent. Did my video on how to eat Vegemite help? Your peas never make it to the garden, to the kitchen. My blueberries aren't making it to the kitchen. Not that I'm getting a huge amount, but yeah, definitely getting some. Now, if anyone wants to jump up on the panel and have a chat, I'm pretty sure I've got the link there pinned, but I'll pop it down again. So yeah, doing a bit of a thing at the moment in gardening in a drought. A lot of the American channels are really struggling with drought at the moment. So Team Aquarius, Robert from Team Aquarius has actually, from Homestead Aquarius, I should say, asked us to actually do gardening in the drought. videos. So I've gotten a few done up of those, and I've got more to come. So yeah, definitely getting some. Now, if anyone wants to jump up on the panel and have a chat, I'm pretty sure I've got the link there pinned, but I'll pop it down again. So So yeah, lots of ideas for growing in drought conditions. So yes, so yeah, and I've kicked off my SHEDWARS22. Oh, okay. So the live you did eating the Vegemite wasn't your video. Right. Okay. Okay. We'll keep it a secret. You don't weigh strawberries. No, my strawberries don't generally get weighed either. Oh, you smeared it on nice and thick. And did another piece and had a little bit. You like it both ways? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, good man, Ed. You're really good at supporting everybody. I think I'm up to date with all the chat. I've gone and distracted myself. What was I? Oh, it was the SHEDWARS22. Okay, so the whole reason why we put the hashtags in is if you put hashtag SHEDWARS and hit enter into the search, there's 3,000 videos and 191 channels that have used that hashtag. So they're all part of this SHEDWARS community. So SHEDWARS itself was the first season. SHEDWARS22 is actually going to be the 3rd year running. So if you put down the SHEDWARS21 tag, oh, it doesn't actually tell me how many searched that one up, but there's lots of SHEDWARS21 videos. Lots and lots and lots and lots of them. So, and if you search up SHEDWARS22, oops, hang on, lock's just turned off. We have my catch-ups from this week and last week. Plus we have John's video giving the whole entry details. Now, Claire from, oh, what's it called? No, it should have come up. Now, hang on, I'm going to have a look at that one. So this is John from Will It Grow's video that actually introduces everything. SHEDWARS was started by some Americans arguing about who grew the biggest pepper and much other things. But yeah, so it started as an American thing, but last year the SHEDWARS21 came to the Southern Hemisphere. So we had, I can't remember how many teams there were now. It is on my website. There were 2 teams. You had Homestead, you had Team Southern Cross, which was captained by Homestead Oz, and you had Team Down Under, which was captained by Down Under Farm and Forge. So yeah. Yes, it would have. That's where the oh, you got your finally harvested tomatoes, Bibby. That's awesome. I've gotten a bit distracted, lost. What am I doing? I have actually started up a playlist for SHEDWARS22. Because Claire, there is one entry video up so far. Where is it? Sorry. While I'm trying to find the video. I'm not sure why it's not coming up in this when I search it properly. Yeah, Team Down Under was a good team, wasn't it, Bibby? So yeah, so Claire's Country Life with Osteoporosis, she's put out her entry video. So please go over and check her out. I'll leave the link to my playlist for SHEDWARS22. So if you'd like to go and have a look, that would be fantastic. Oh, there was a Shed Wars show. You bid on the storage sheds, on the highest bidder gets a shed. Oh, okay. That's not what Shed Wars, the YouTube challenge is. Collaboration is, though. And you're right, Bibby. Team Down Under slaughtered Team Southern Cross. Oh, well, there you go. So, yes. So my entry video is coming out very shortly. I just haven't finished doing the description and the tags and all the titles yet. But it will be up in the next day or two. I just got to finish getting all the stuff done. So as well as I've got a promo shorts coming up too. So I'll probably release that after this live. But yes, that's about it. That would be something to present to Will It Grow and Homestead Aquarius. So John and Robert, and see what they say. And it basically depends on how many people from the different states actually enter. Last year we had Josh from Janderra Homestead. He was in Perth, well, in Western Australia, and Sue Gannon is his mum, and she was in Western Australia as well. See if I can find. I can't remember where everyone was. I know there was a lady Huntington. She was in Team Southern Cross. She was in Tasmania. There was quite a few channels in Victoria, including Sweenies Creek and Down Under Farm and Forge. Then you had Daisy Grays. They were in South Australia, I think. There were quite a few of us in Queensland. So you had Bibby and Frugal Prepping with Bibby. She was in Team Down Under. So was I. Andy from McDowall Manor. He was in Team Down Under. We had Luke from Feather and Down Homestead from New Zealand. There was also Roo Groo from New Zealand. She was in Team Southern Cross. And there was another one from New Zealand. You can see her face. I can't remember her change. She's changed her channel name. She's not the same channel name anymore. She was Paco Waco. It was a really hard name to pronounce. She's changed it so it's a lot simpler, and I still can't remember what it was. And there was quite a few channels in. I won't mention his name. Although, what are you going to do if he decides to join SHEDWARS22? I think there were a few in New South Wales, and we had a couple over in Africa. So you had CG, so Citizen Guardian. He was part of Team Down Under, and so was 254 Nature Growers and Surge Grows Organics. He was in South Africa as well. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. It's pretty much anyone that's in the Southern Hemisphere is welcome to join SHEDWARS22 Southern Hemisphere. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and your weights are basically, so you grow as much as you can, and you keep track of your weights, and you let your team captain know how much weight you grow, and then it goes by team with the amount of weight. So we had, Sweenies Creek had an awesome weigh-in, and so did Feather and Down's Homestead. And mine wasn't too shabby. I was pretty pleased with mine, but most of mine was milk and eggs. So it went really well. Team Southern Cross had some really good weigh-ins as well, but we had a lot of fun. Oh, you're going to take custody of all the seeds, are you, Bibby? There's lots more seeds in the shops. Just saying. Yeah, as long as, so basically it's anyone in the Southern Hemisphere. If someone from Mexico wanted to join, I'm sure there would be no problem whatsoever. as long as they're south of the equator, they can join the Southern Hemisphere. If they're in the Northern Hemisphere, they have to wait until SHEDWARS22 starts for the Northern Hemisphere, which won't be for another 6 months. But yeah, so it's just a bit of fun and about building up community, getting to know people, sharing information on gardening, and really encouraging us to step out of our comfort zone a little bit and do something a bit different. I know a lot of the things that I grew last year are things that I probably wouldn't have tried if it hadn't been for SHEDWARS. So I'm really, really glad that I was a part of it. Obviously, because I decided to volunteer for the Northern Hemisphere as well. So yes, so it has been a really big help, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So yes, that's basically it. So has anyone got any questions, or does anyone want to come up and join the panel and have a chat? Yeah. Silence is deafening. Anyway, I have actually had a very, very big weekend and I really need to get some sleep. It's already nearly 10:30. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Met so many people. Actually, one of the videos that I made up as part of my SHEDWARS21 was what I loved about SHEDWARS21. And there was just so much. And there were a few things that I didn't like, but mostly absolutely loved it. Just absolutely loved it. Meeting all the people just really was so much fun. I mean, and honestly, I wouldn't know you, Peter Dell, if it wasn't for SHEDWARS21, because that was how I met Gail Southern Living, and I met you at the Gail Southern Living's live. And obviously Gail's in SHEDWARS21. You might grow pumpkins for their weights. Oh, yeah. Atlantic giant pumpkin grown by Dale Oliver weighed 867 kilos. Oh, my goodness, that's huge. But is he going to eat it? Because you can only weigh in stuff you're going to eat. So if you're going to eat it, that's all good. So you're only weighing stuff that you're eating. If it's not for you or your family to eat. Oh, there we go. So now at the end of SHEDWARS21, Northern Hemisphere, I did a video saying all the things. So that was my final weigh-in video. Must have been a bit before that. There we go. SHEDWARS, what I love about it. So you can see that in one of my playlist. But it was just so much fun. And yeah, Bibby had a huge amount of pumpkin. I actually harvested, I think it was about 40 kilo of pumpkins. Pumpkin counts as long as you're eating it. Yeah, 2 of those pumpkins would feed all of Africa, but you wouldn't be able to weigh them in for SHEDWARS. It's only if you or your family are eating it, or if you're preserving it. So Bibby actually preserved a lot of her produce, which was great. It's quite funny because she and Darren from Down Under Farm and Forge were doing similar things. Like Darren made a pumpkin, dehydrated his pumpkin and made a pumpkin flour, and Bibby did the same thing. It's quite funny. And they hadn't collaborated on it. They were just both planned to do the same sort of things. So yeah. But SHEDWARS has been absolutely fantastic. I've really, really enjoyed it. And then the Northern Hemisphere was a lot different from the Southern Hemisphere one last year. So I think it's very different. A lot of different gladiator challenges. So one of the challenges they did up in the Northern Hemisphere was to actually grow stuff from the grocery store. So I've been following along with some red papayas that I started and some mint and a whole heap of other things. Yeah, absolutely. The olives will count. Absolutely. I mean, and if you're making oil out of them, then that still counts but it's a matter of what you grow and harvest during the season. So from anything that you harvest from October 23rd through to it'll be 6 months. So I'm not sure. Haven't thought through that one. October, November, December, January, February, March. So yeah, probably March 23rd, thereabouts. Or basically until the end of summer. Must have gone through longer than that. Must have gone through to May. I think it went through to May. I don't know. I can't remember. I'd have to look. Oh, yes, the longest zucchini. That was funny. And the longest celery. There you go, Peter. Can you beat my celery? I got because there was the longest celery challenge over the entire year that goes through both hemispheres. And my celery is pretty big. Yes, as Bibby says, Peter, if you grow it, weigh it. You had heaps of eggs. I've got eggs coming out of my ears. Honestly, I haven't been weighing my eggs for the last few weeks. Yep, dynamic soil lifter would help. That would be good fun. And part of the idea of SHEDWARS is to be able to help new people that have never grown stuff before to just start growing something. Now, up in the Northern Hemisphere, you had people that had never grown before, like Nisi from Free Handling Made AU. She'd never done any gardening before. Laurie from Laurie's World also has never done any gardening before, so it's like her first time. And her mum, Mima, is what they call her. It was quite funny because Laurie was on Team Aquarius and John brought Mima into Will It Grow. Mima, I was calling her 125-year-old. It's quite funny. But Mima had two little pot plants. They didn't really grow much. You're the only one weighing stuff around there. Hey, Tom from Time2Shine. Time2Shine's another one of our SHEDWARS team members from the Northern Hemisphere. He's in Team Aquarius. The best team. Go Team Aquarius. I pretty much have been following along my Gladiator 4 challenge the whole time. So I've done updates on it and additions and more updates and more additions, just so I could show the progress and actually make it so that it actually was worthwhile. You think, won't it grow? We'll draft you. He might. You just never know, Bibby. Go Team Aquarius. He might try to what's it called? Subscribe you. Force you into service. So I mean I've got 53 videos. I have not struggled to come up with content for my SHEDWARS videos. And over the 2 seasons I only needed 24, so I've well and truly doubled. One thing they do say is don't make it so that not every video on your channel is a SHEDWARS video. So you want to make it so you've got other content other than that. Can you buy plant steroids? Fertilizers. You can definitely buy fertilizers. There's no specific rules on the plants. They've got to be organic. So I mean, some people in SHEDWARS are biodynamic farmers. Some people are permaculturalists. Some people are traditional farmers. Some people love to till. Some people loathe tilling. It's anything. So it's about bringing everybody together and really sharing ideas. Are you going to do another quick SHEDWARS video today? Excellent. I added 2 to my list today, actually. So I still need to get those all finished. Need to do my thumbnails and my end cards and all that sort of stuff. Oh, you've got a dwarf apple tree starting to fruit. Nice. Now that's going to be some nice weigh-ins there. That's going to be really nice, Annette. So you'd have to get your entry video in. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So excited to see everybody's videos. So yes, very, very exciting. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to do them like mine. You could look at Bibby's and look at what Bibby's done. Check out Wild Edibles, see what she's done. She's on Team Will It Grow. Check out John from Will It Grow, his stuff. You've got a secret weapon this year, Bibby. So when's your video coming out? Video saying that you're entering? Or are you waiting to see if John's going to draft you? Hi, Dawn. So good to see you. We're hoping that Dawn from New Beginnings in Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus can be a volunteer, because she's technically in the Northern Hemisphere. But we've got to wait until after the draft before Dawn can join in. But yeah, SHEDWARS21 it's been an absolute blast. And now one thing you do need to know is that between Will It Grow and Team Aquarius, you have the good cop and the bad cop type thing going on. And John likes to do some interesting Shed Wars shout outs. You got to make sure you listen all the way to the end, because his blood pressure gets quite high in some of them. It has been so fun, hasn't it, Tom? Oh my goodness. You had people getting suspended left, right and center. Cajun Hydroponics, I think he's been suspended more times than I can count, but he's come up with some really funny videos. And then Cajun Hydroponics' partner sent John a mankini, and everybody's been putting this John Keeney all over everything, because John made the mistake of actually recording it on a video. There's a video of him walking around in this bright green mankini. It's the funniest thing. If you haven't seen it, you have to go and have a look. I actually got myself suspended because I shared it on one of my lives, so I probably shouldn't share it again. Or should I? It's been great having you here, Peter. Thanks you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing your entry video into SHEDWARS22. That'd be great. And remember, I've got all the hashtags and all that sort of thing up on my Janderra website to help with that. Ah, you'll get it done. Your secret weapon has been busy shearing. Ah, interesting, Bibby. I don't know, Agent. I've got no idea. You want me to share it again? Really, Bibby? That could be naughty. Ah, would I do such a thing? Let's see. There's actually a hashtag now that you can search up John Keeney. This is the John Keeney. And Laurie from Laurie's World has actually done a video to show everyone how to actually make their own John Keeney picture. And Simply Jan's Homestead, Loose Fawcett, her little character that she's got on her channel, she's got this little tag that hangs off her hat, and it's actually got John in the John Keeney with the front and the back. So as it spins around, you can either see the front of him or the back of him. It's so funny. Oh, you were forced to do a clan shower. I'm not sure what that is. You'll get in trouble for the John Keeney. Only if John gets told. We don't know if John's got a spy in here. So yes. I see. So this is Laurie's video where she actually shows people how to make the John Keeney clip. And this one, she's actually changed the color of the John Keeney. Oh, there's another John Keeney. So that's Q Kitchen and Beyond. She likes to stir up John too. He'll probably watch. Probably. John's really good. And especially considering I've put SHEDWARS22 in the title, John probably will actually watch the video. So And Q Kitchen and Beyond started a John Keeney challenge. Tell John he cannot punish non-Shed Wars folk or Shed Wars folk for his actions. And if you want to see the original video, you've got to go to Will It Grow's channel. And I think from memory, the video is part of the title is not for kids, because there are some children as part of the Shed Wars. So, like my kids have the whole Shed Wars youth division. See, I got suspended. Where was it? There it is. It'll be right at the end.
Danny,
Oh.
I did manage to save 3/4 of the can, so it did not go to waste. Cajun Hydroponics, you are suspended.
He's a good sport. He really is. He is such a good sport. But yes, I probably will get suspended again for showing the John Keeney video again. I'm very naughty. But he keeps saying that I've been tamed. He does have that little wiggle thing happening, doesn't he? I should actually make a sort of shorter part.
Cajun Hydroponics, you are suspended.
You should have heard an interesting conversation on a live about this little pocket at the front here. He actually didn't realize that he had it on inside out. Oh, you had to go watch a Chickshaw Part 2 video that JA put together. Going to Prairie out tomorrow. Oh, very exciting. Oh, you never got suspended, Bibby. You gotta have to do a video with John and his John Keeney. I've been trying all season to get suspended. You need to bleach your eyes now. Oh, there's a Will It Grow agent in here watching, is there? John's awesome. He is absolutely fantastic. Now, he does get his blood pressure up in some of his shout-out videos, but he always makes a point of he only shout-outs channels he really likes. Hey, Andy. Andy, are we going to have a Shed Wars entry from you, buddy? It'd be so good to have you as part of Shed Wars again. Only got until Friday, I think it is. So it's the 23rd. We need to have our entries in by. No, that's Saturday. So next Saturday, you've got to have your videos in for your entries. And you've got to make sure you title them so that they are Shed Wars 22 space dash dash capital SH dash dash my entry video. You can't see what I'm typing. You will be able to in a second. I hope you're going to join because we'd love to have you as part of it again. So use that as your title and then do the hashtag ShedWars, hashtag ShedWars22. So looking forward to seeing your entry video there, Andy. It would be absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to this season actually doing a lot more. So probably doing a video around 10 o'clock on one of the weekdays, so probably Saturday morning or something, so that way more people can join in. That's what I'm thinking about anyway, but I'll have a chat, have a think about what it's going to be doing. Oh, have you not seen the John Keeney? So this is John Keeney. John got sent this John Keeney, a man Keeney, sorry, from Cajun Hydroponics, and this is I'll take it back a little bit so you can see what happened. My sound's going a bit funny. But here is a link.
Annie, I did manage to save 3/4 of the can.
You
So
have
it
to
did
watch the
not
whole
go
video
to
to find out what
waste.
that's all about.
Cajun Hydroponics, you are suspended.
I should actually leave this link in the description of the video. Oh, now I got distracted. Okay. Yeah, Andy doesn't like snakes. I don't think Andy would have liked to have been there. Yeah, you do need to, if you have the hashtags, it just makes it easier for everyone to find you. Oh, yes. I'm very grateful for that. Sleep well, Sweenies. Thanks, Bomber, for joining us. And thank you for sharing all the links out too. That's great. Oh, the main thing is that they're trying to make it so that people can find your videos and simplify things a little bit. And the whole reason for the SH is so that people know that it's the Southern Hemisphere, not the Northern Hemisphere. Although I think there's supposed to be a colon in there somewhere too, but it's not a huge drama. But yeah, anyway. So if you haven't seen John in his John Keeney, definitely go over and have a look. Make sure you tell him that Janderra sent you. And I will leave the links in the description of this video. Because I can't have John thinking I've been tamed. That would just be terrible. But if anyone wants to come up and have a chat on the panel, you're more than welcome to. If not, I'm probably going to get going soon. Haven't you eaten, Bibby? Did I miss something? If you haven't eaten, go eat. Definitely can't have John thinking that I've been tamed, though, because that would just be terrible. Definitely putting up the link for it. So if you want to go find John's video, that's not it. Ah, dear. I'll pop it into these. See, this is what happens when you try and do things while you're actually on a live video. Never a good idea. So I will share that in the description of this video. And I will also put in the SHEDWARS22 playlist. So that people can find it. I mean, there'll be other, I'm sure John will have a SHEDWARS22 playlist as well. This is just the one that I've set up. And make sure when you put your video out that you let me know as well, just so that I can make sure I can find you. Ah, you hadn't eaten since 2 chicken wings on Friday. I had another 2 tonight. Oh, Bibby, why are you not eating? Mr. Time to Shine only bugs John a little bit. I really like the guy though. Watch the video about the spies on Time to Shine instead. Oh, yeah. Time to Shine and Wild Edibles have done some fun videos. Stirring up. Oh, sorry, you didn't need to see that. Some fun that's very sweet, Andy. You have spare beds, big ones, and air conditioning. That's always nice. I've lost it. Can't remember what I was saying. Oh dear. I know I was saying something. Nope. Can't remember. Definitely need to get some sleep. So I've added some information to my description for the video. Hey, Nettie. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Adam actually jumped in on my last one. Oh, John's not home, and he's been home. Oh, that's not fun. It is a lovely gesture. It's a really good idea, Nettie. I'm glad they're keeping it. I'm glad your mum and dad are there for you. We did pray for you guys on the Sunday Night Live prayer earlier. So if you're feeling, feel free to go and find it. It was a bit of a long one tonight. Had lots of prayer requests. But yeah, it has been a really, really long day. I had a long weekend, actually. Started with, what was it, Friday night. I took Matthew to Boys Brigade at Ipswich, so it's like an hour's drive, but I also picked up his friend. So that was an extra half an hour and then an hour from there. And then I had to bring them back again. And then they had camp the next morning. So I was really late that night home. I think I got home at about 10:30. And then I had to pack Matthew's bag for camp, getting all his food and everything ready. And while he was at Boys Brigade, I was going nuts at Costco and Coles trying to organise food because he had to take 3 meals. So I had to take breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but it all had to be stuff that didn't need to be refrigerated. Yes, I agree, Annette. Bibby, look after yourself. You haven't heard from you guys from YouTube? Oh, Time to Shine, you've got to check out what's going on Silhouette Park Farm, because they've hit 5,000 subscribers. For anyone that hasn't been over to Silhouette Park Farm, you need to go over and check them out. They've got their, so Silhouette Park Farm have hit 5,500 subscribers. Nettie, you're going to be at 10K before the end of the year. That's nuts. So excited for you guys. Yes, this video over here, the how much rain did we get in the 5K sub giveaway, make sure you go over and go on to that. I will pop links up for that. And I will pop it in the description of this video as well. Because you've got to go check out Silhouette Park Farm. They're awesome. Love Nettie and Adam. They are just my favourite people.
Well,
Adam is awesome. So definitely check out their video if you haven't done so already. Sorry, it's just taking me a little while to copy and paste everything. Oh, and I've got a community tab. I'm very excited. Apparently anyone that has now got over 500 subscribers now should have a community tab. So that is the link for Silhouette Park Farms video, which is the entry video. So yes, and I've popped that up. I've got that in the description of this video as well. So yeah. And make sure at the end of this video that you actually do a comment in the comment description, just so that people can find you. I am so excited for Nettie and Adam. It is so good that they've hit 5K. And it's not going to be long before they're at 10K. Totally agree, Andy. They really do a fantastic job. You don't like the snake stuff. You're not slack, Bibby. Nettie, you're just busy. You've got your hands full. I am so excited about my community tab, although I haven't put anything on it yet. Actually, you know what? I'll actually put your stuff, I'll probably share your video up on it first. And then I'll probably do the SHEDWARS22 stuff. So excited. But yeah, anyone that's got over 500 subscribers, so Bibby, that'll include you. You will have your community tab too, I would imagine. So yeah, we'll now have a community tab. YouTube have just made that alteration. So very excited about that. Bless you, Dawn. Have a great night. Might have to see what means. Having the community tab. A community tab, like lots of people will actually put stuff on their community tab. So I can go over to my channel and now I have a community tab. So you can put videos, polls, images, all sorts of stuff on there. So yeah, I haven't posted anything yet. The community tab only just got activated. You should be able to see it, Bibby. Oh. Yeah, not many. Oh, it's not working for tablets? Okay, cool. You have no idea how many subs you've got. You've got heaps of subs there, Andy. I can't remember. You had quite a decent number last time I looked. See if I can find you again. I think that's you. Oh, you've got your subscriber number turned off. You're well over 5,000 though, hey? Yeah, you've got a community tab. And you've put stuff on it. It was like a year ago. Andy's got some fun stuff on his channel. Lots of stuff on cheese and quails. Yeah, Wild Edibles shares heaps of stuff on hers. And Cosmic Cultivators love to share stuff on their community tab too. Oh. Wild, you need to add Homestead or something to your channel name. I forgot the S. Why are you not showing up, Wild? You should be. Oh, Typo Central. My goodness. How many typos can I have in one night? There you are. So this is Wild Edibles community tabs. She shares heaps of stuff on her community tab. It's a really great way to share out your videos, your friends' videos and all that sort of thing. And Nettie and Adam, Nettie puts heaps of stuff on their community tab too. You're getting more subs, not putting videos up. I think that's just your old videos are actually getting subs and attracting subs. You make some lovely cheeses, Andy. I you got 2,500 subs. I thought you had more than that. I'm sure you had, but you don't have your number showing. You've had 600,000 views. How's that? There you go. I didn't realize you had 1/8 of an acre. Are you saying what's wrong with people because they subscribed, or what's wrong with people because more of them haven't subscribed? Andy's got some fantastic videos. As well, edibles one word now. It is too. Look at that. You have some really good videos. Save up and get a house. People must be bored. No, people want to learn what you're doing, Andy. Cheeky thing, you. But yeah, anyway. Wild edibles is awesome. Love wild edibles to bits. But it's been a really long weekend. Oh, that's right. I was telling you what I did. So I took the boys to Boys Brigade, and while they were at Boys Brigade, I was getting the food for them for the camp. And then I had to take my friend's son home, and then I brought Matthew home. Then we packed. So I think I got to bed at well after 11:30. And then I had to leave here at 6:30 to go pick up my friend's son and take both of them to camp. And I had Jonathan with me because Gavin was working for the weekend. I told you that, Bibby. And if you and John went together, you should be able to. That shouldn't be a problem at all. You should not be too old. I mean, my mum's on a mortgage at the moment. She's 82. But yeah, so yeah, got them to camp, and then Jonathan and I went to Ipswich, and we got a new car seat after Gavin totaled the car, and obviously the car sleeps. Check out that. Have a chat to that guy that I gave you the details for, Andrew. See what they can actually he can do for you, because he may have other options for you, and maybe John might be able to do something and have you as a guarantor or something instead. I don't know. Have a chat to the guy. Was it Andrew Hill? I think his name is. Anyway, have a chat. See what you can get. See where you can go. But yeah, so we went and got the car seat, got a few other things while we were in Ipswich. Got home at 2:00. Then had a friend's daughter's 21st birthday party. So then we were up until like nearly midnight. And then I had to go pick the boys up tonight. So I'm so tired. Yeah, Mike and Wild are awesome. They're so good. But I'm going to have to go because I am really, really tired. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's always lovely to have you. And Net, it is lovely to have you here. I look forward to seeing everyone's SHEDWARS22 entry videos. Remember, you've got until Saturday to get them out. And we will catch you in the comment section. Thank you very much for joining, and have a great week. Bless you all.